Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make my double chocolate fudge brownie crust cheesecake swirled with brownie cheesecake batter. Okay, you're going to start off with 1.5 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and 2 sticks of butter, or 1 cup of butter. 2 sticks of butter gives you 1 cup of butter. Okay, I'm gonna melt this using the double boiler type method. You can use a microwave if you like. All right, you guys, so as the butter and the chocolate is melting, I'm going to mix together my dry ingredients. My 1 1/4 cup all-purpose flour, a 1/2 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and 3/4 cups of cocoa powder, mixed in with 1 teaspoon of instant coffee and 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix this all together until it is fully combined. Basically, this is our dry brownie mix minus the sugar. We're going to add the sugar in later. Okay, so this is how it should look once it is fully combined. You see how that looks, just like when you buy the pre-made brownie mix. So if you don't want to follow the recipe, you can go ahead and buy the pre-made stuff. But if you make this recipe without following this brownie recipe and you do that, that is your business. If it comes out wrong, don't blame me, okay? But it should be fine. It should be fine. All right, so we're gonna melt down our 1 cup of butter with our semi-sweet chocolate chips, and you want this to get nice and smooth. Okay, it's gonna look like this when it's ready. Once it gets to this point, you can bring it over to your mixing bowl. And this is where we will add our sugar. So you're gonna add in all your melted butter and chocolate chips. And then you're gonna add in your sugar. I'm using 1 cup of either dark or brown sugar. This is where you can choose dark or brown sugar, and 1 cup of white sugar. If you don't have dark brown sugar, use light brown sugar. I use light brown sugar. Okay, if you don't have light brown sugar, then just use two cups of white sugar. But the brown sugar, whether it be light or dark, does add a little extra depth. I'm also adding in my 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract and my 1 tablespoon of water, warm water, and 1 tablespoon of a vegetable oil. This is to help give the brownie a nice fudgy, rich texture. Okay, so you see we're adding in all our sugar. This is a lot of sugar. This is a large cheesecake, just so you know. You're not gonna eat the entire thing by yourself, but if you do, I don't recommend that you do, but if you do, I won't judge you. All right, so we're gonna mix in our sugar and our vanilla and our vegetable oil, our 1 tablespoon of warm water, our vanilla extract, mix it all together, and that sugar is gonna melt into that warm chocolate and butter mixture. By the way, if it sounds like I'm taking deep breaths to talk, it's because I'm currently 6.5 months pregnant, basically, and my lungs are pushed all the way up into my ribs. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna beat up our 2 eggs. You don't want to put them in there just like that. Beat them up in a bowl and then add them to your chocolate mixture, and you're gonna mix that up really well. Okay. Once you have that fully combined, you don't see any more egg or yellow, it should look something like this. And then we're gonna add in our dry ingredients, or dry mixture, I mean, of the flour, cocoa powder, and chocolate chips from earlier, mixed in with our 1 teaspoon of coffee. The coffee is gonna help give the chocolate a richer flavor. It's not gonna taste like a cup of coffee, I promise you it won't. It just gives it this one, like this, just this little hint of something that just makes the chocolate just taste much richer. Okay, especially if you're using like an off-brand chocolate, but it definitely makes the chocolate taste like the expensive stuff. Okay, so mix your batter really well, and it should look something like this when you're done. All right, it's going to look super rich. And by the way, the chocolate I'm using a combination of store brand and Toll House brand chocolate. Okay, the larger chunks are the Toll House, and the smaller chunks are actually store brand. So this is the pan I'm using. You can use any pan that you have to make this, but this is the pan that I'm using, and I line the bottom like this with the parchment paper, and then I just rip off the excess so that it doesn't burn in the oven. So once it's like this, I'm going to use a bit of cooking spray around the pan, and then I'm going to get some more parchment paper and just kind of stick it on the side. I'm just using the non-stick spray as basically the glue. This is just to help with easier removal of the cheesecake out of this pan or any pan that you have. If it's not like this, it will be much easier to take your cheesecake out if you have it lined like this. So now we're going to put in, I want to say about 80% of our brownie batter in the pan, and you want to level this out as much as you can. It will spread out on its own, but you can definitely help it do that much faster in a more even way by, leveling it out yourself with a spatula. You see how thick and rich this is, you guys? By itself, these brownies are absolutely delicious, but then with the combination of the cheesecake, it's like A1, okay? A1. And no one would ever know that you use Walmart brand chocolate chips, semi-sweet chocolate chips, okay? No one will know. No one will know. And Walmart brand cocoa powder, okay? Um, but yeah, my mouth is actually watering while looking at this, even though I have a whole half of a cake still in the fridge to eat. Anywho, make sure you level this out as best as you can, okay? You gotta help it out just a bit. So make sure your oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and we will bake this for only 20 minutes, okay? If your oven runs hot, bake it for 15 minutes, but do not overcook it. You do not want this to be fully cooked, okay, because it will go back in the oven. So this is after 20 minutes. We have a little bit of crispy edges, just a tiny bit. I'll get close so you guys could see, just a tiny bit of crispy edges around the edges there. That's perfect. Now we're going to make our cheesecake, okay? I'm using 3 packs of whole fat, regular cream cheese. And these are partially, at room temperature. They're not super warm. They're also not super cold. They're tight, kind of cold, but not too cold, if that makes sense. I don't want them at room temperature because I want this batter to be more like thick and fluffy and airy. I add in 3/4 cups of white sugar. So 3 packets of cream cheese at room temp, but a little bit cold. And we're going to whip this together with the 3/4 cups of sugar, okay? And you want to whip this till it becomes nice and fluffy and airy. This is going to give you a nice, fluffy, airy cheesecake. And it takes me about, I want to say about 5, maybe 6, 8 minutes to whip this to get it nice and fluffy. So if you're using a stand mixer like me, make sure you scrape the sides. If you're using a hand mixer, you can use the hand mixer to get the sides so that everything is nicely combined and you don't have random chunks of cream cheese messing up your batter, okay? So as I'm whipping the batter, the cream cheese and sugar, I keep stopping it and scraping the sides to make sure I don't have any chunks of cheesecake, randomly stuck on the sides. And you see, you guys, how fluffy it's getting. At this point, I'm going to start adding in my eggs one at a time. By the way, my eggs are cold. They're fresh out of the fridge. They are cold. This is also to help keep my batter nice and fluffy. I don't want my batter to be too runny or liquidy. I want it to be like kind of almost like a buttercream, almost like a buttercream frosting consistency, okay? So again, the recipe is 3 packs of cream cheese, 3/4 cups of white sugar, 3/4 teaspoons of vanilla extract, a half teaspoon of almond extract, and 3 cold eggs. Okay, so you're gonna whip this up, and again, we want this thick, not dense, not firm. We want this thick, airy, and fluffy. Okay. And you'll be able to see how this looks, whether you're using a hand mixer or a stand mixer. You'll be able to see, wow, like, wow, it's fluffy, because you want to get some air in there. You see how that looks? That's what we want, okay? So when we're at this point, now we can add this on top of our slightly cooled of brownie crust, quote unquote crust. So now we're going to go ahead and add about 80% of this onto the crust. Remember earlier, we only added about 80% of the brownie mixture to the pan, and we left about 20% of it in the bowl. So now that 80%, that 20% of leftover brownie mix that you put aside is now going to be mixed in with the 20% of cheesecake batter to be swirled into our cheesecake. Okay, so this is the leftover brownie mix from earlier. Remember, I only put in about 80% in the pan, and this I left on the side. I left it on the side so that I can add some of the cheesecake batter to it and mix it together. And this is giving me a cheesecake brownie batter, basically. And we're going to swirl this into our cheesecake batter that is now on top of the brownie crust that we made. Okay. So make sure you mix this in really, really well. I also add in about 1/4 cup of chunky chocolate chips. I stole some so I could taste them. Um, and mix this in really well. Make sure they're nice and covered. And once you get this mixed in together, you're going to plop this in big chunks, big scoops on top of your cheesecake. And you're going to mix it in. You know, it doesn't have to be the most perfect swirls in the world. This batter is going to get down into where it needs to go to give you that perfect, you know, bite of cheesecake mixed with brownie cheesecake and a brownie crust. Okay, okay. I really hope you guys make this, because my husband actually has been getting a little annoyed. He's like, are these people actually making the things that you make when you post videos? Because I don't think they're making the things. And you know, that got me thinking too. Are you guys making these things? Because I don't know. Well, to prove him wrong, I think when you guys make these dishes or baked goods, I would like for you to either tag me on TikTok at Queenie Rosenblatt, or tag me on my cooking page at Cooking with Queenie on Instagram, so we can prove to him that you are making these items, okay? Hey, even make a TikTok about it, and I would love to see it and share it on my page. All right. So once you have your brownie batter, cheesecake batter mixture mixed in, and you've plopped it on top of your cheesecake batter, now you're going to swirl it in. I am just using a butter knife, nothing special, to just lightly mix this in. I am not trying to make, you know, the most prettiest swirl marble situation. So long as it's swirled in a bit, that's all that matters. Does not have to be perfect, okay? Make sure your oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and we are going to be baking this cheesecake for 40 minutes, okay? If you want, you can do the water bath method, but if you're not familiar with it, just skip it. But definitely bake it at 350 degrees or until the internal temperature is 160 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is how she looks after 40 minutes. I had to go pick up one of my children from the bus, so my daughters looked at the oven. They did open the oven after I told them not to, but they did open the oven. The temperature dropped just a tiny bit, and I could tell that they did open the oven, but it's fine. It's edible. She's still beautiful. All right. So this is why I use this type of pan, because I can easily take the sides out and inspect it and look at it. Okay. But definitely do not cut this cake when it is hot. You want this to come down to room temperature, and then you're going to put it in the fridge overnight. I know you did all of that work and you just want to take a bite. And you could if you want to, but I suggest you put her in the fridge overnight and cut her the next day. It will be all worth the time, okay? It's a reward. It's a reward for all the hard work, the hard work that you put into making this beautiful cheesecake. And look at this slice, you guys. Look at it. Look at it. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? That brownie batter, cheesecake batter situation was going to get down to where she needed to get down. And look at this. It's super rich, super delicious. My mouth is friggin' watering while looking at this. And, if you want, you can add a little caramel drizzle on this. This is just pre-made caramel. You can make some caramel. You can do some chocolate drizzle on here, or you can do nothing at all and enjoy this with a glass of milk. I prefer to eat my hold on, I gotta get my mouth together. I prefer to eat my brownies with milk, and a brownie mixed with cheesecake. Oh, cold milk. Oh my God. Absolutely delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below. If you decide to make this cheesecake, please tag me, show me what you did, and I will be more than happy to share it. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.